Hey guys, welcome to today's class. Have fun.
Okay, welcome to today's class, geography class. Today's topic is settlement, and we'll be looking at the rural settlement. The rural settlement is a relatively small area with socially homogeneous people that know one another very well. Or better still, you could say it could be nucleated, dispersed, or linear. And again, they have people with the same cultural background and languages. There's a rural settlement. Now coming to the urban settlement. Urban settlement is a relatively large, densely populated settlement with socially heterogeneous people who do not know one another very well, because a whole lot of person comes from different place, different location to meet at that particular center. They have people with different cultural background and different languages, not like the rural settlement. They have abundance of social amenities like the pipe boil water, electricity, etc. They are usually well built up areas, far better than the rural settlement. There is the presence of developed infrastructure. So a place is well organized compared to the rural area. Okay, now we're looking at factor affecting growth of settlement and location. Factors affecting growth of settlement and location. One, we have the climate. Favorable climates also tend to attract people to an area. If the climate is good, a whole lot of persons want to live in such an area. Accessibility. If the place is well accessible, you can move in with your car, the road, you have good road network, trade can go, a whole lot of persons would like to settle within those location. Provision of social amenities, where there are good electricity, pipe water, good hospital, and a whole lot more. A whole lot of persons want to settle in such area. Absence of disaster, where an area that have not recorded any disastrous outbreak, a whole lot of persons want to also settle there because of they know the area, the location is safe. Economic activity, people tend to settle in areas where economic activities such as trading, farming, mining, etc. takes place, so as to get jobs in such areas. Reliefs or relief, the presence the, the present favors of lowlands, settlements, and the likes. A whole lot of persons want to stay, they want to live perhaps in a place where probably they are seeing mountains, the area is flat, the place has good futures to see. A whole lot of persons want to settle within those locations. Functions of rural settlements. Now we'll be looking at the functions of rural settlement. One, we have the fishing function. Most persons in the rural settlement are fishermen or fisherwomen. They go out for fish. Small scale shopping. Their shops are not too big, small shops where they sell little things. Lumbering function. These are most of them are engaged in tree cutting and the rest. Religious function. We have the agricultural function. Most of them are farmers and they have their farms to go to. The function of urban settlement, we have the mining function. A whole lot of persons they find mining there, and a whole lot of persons are miners in town and they are gainfully employed. Commercial activity, Some persons work in the bank, in the rural, in the urban area, and a whole lot more. Industrial function. We have the socio-cultural function. Urban settlements are center for establishment of university, polytechnic schools, churches, mosques, and hotels. Administrative function. Most urban centers are the seat of government, e.g. state capital, local government, headquarters. Hence, the need to perform administrative jobs. And so, residential function, owing to large concentration of people in urban settlement. The need therefore arises to build residential houses to cope with the ever increasing population. So a whole lot of persons in the urban settlement have their own apartment, lives in their own house, just to be able to save money for themselves and ease themselves of landlord issues. And so interaction pattern. Okay, interaction patterns. We have the rural and urban. This is the movement of people from rural areas like villages to urban areas like town and cities. We have the rural and rural pattern. Or this is the movement of people from rural area to another rural area, from one village to another village. Urban to rural. This is the movement of people from the urban center, the city center, to the village, to the rural area. Urban to urban. This is the movement of people from one town or city, urban area, to another urban area. This is the movement of one person from one big town to another bigger town. And so they move from urban to urban. Okay, migration is defined as the movement of people from one geographical area to another involving permanent or temporary residence or settlement. So this is a movement of people from one area to another area. So this movement can either involve permanent or temporary resident or settlement. And so with this, we've come to the end of today's class. See you in my next class. Thank you. Welcome to today's class. Geography. Transportation is the topic. Mode of transportation, we have the rail transportation. This is the slowest and the cheapest means of transportation by land. We have the road transportation. The road transportation involves the use of motor, cars, bus, motorcycle, lorry, truck to move people and goods from one place to another. Water transportation involves the use of water bodies like the river, the lake, ocean, etc. to move people from one point to the other using a boat, using of a canoe, ship, and other vessels. Air transportation, this is the fastest and the most expensive means of transportation. The pipeline transportation, these are movement of liquid through pipes, e.g. that is water, gas, crude oil. Roles of transportation in economic development. Movement of people. Transportation equally ensures the movement of people from one part of the country to another, either for work or for other purposes. Movement of goods and services. Transportation ensures the movement of goods and services from points of origin to their destination or urban and industrial areas, e.g. air transportation moves mails, perishable goods, high-value goods, military equipment, etc. National and international trade. Transportation enhance trade between two countries and also between different regions in a country. diffusion of ideas and technology. Through transportation, new ideas and technology and transfer from one country to another. Another point we see there is national integration. And so through different means of transportation, different regions in a country are brought in constant touch with one another. This enhances national integration and interaction between different people in a country. And other points are employment. One of the importance of transportation in the economy brings about employment, generation of revenue, increased production, open up new lands and areas. Problems of transportation. This is another subhead. We'll be looking at the problems of transportation. The problems are divided into two: the physical factor and the human factor. Under the physical factor, we have poor visibility. This is a particular problem of the air and ocean transportation due to the formation of fog in the atmosphere, presence of highlands. These are also issues of some problems of transportation. Distance, we have soil erosion, presence of many rivers, presence of marshy areas, and all these are problems under the physical aspect. Under the human factor, we have lack of capital, we have lack of technical know-how, we have low patronage, and so these are factors, problems of transportation under the human factor. And we have under the last one there, inadequate spare parts. So these are all problems of transportation under the human and the physical factor. And the last subheading we'll be looking at under transportation are solutions of transportation. Regular maintenance of transport routes. 2, training of transport personnel. 3, sourcing of necessary funds. 4, improvement on the air transport facilities. 5, expansion of the road network and rural areas. 6, improvement on the efficiency of the rail network. 7, you have constructions of bridges and flyovers in riverine and marshy areas. 8, the last, you have sourcing of spare parts for ships, aircraft, and vehicle, etc. So these are some of the solutions we can provide to transportation. Thank you for today's class and thank you for listening. I'll see you in my subsequent class. Thank you.
I hope the class was interesting. If you have questions, please drop them in the comment section or send us an email. We will love to help you further. See you in the next class.